is going to be about how I became a makeup artist, what I carry in my kit. Because I'm freelance and I didn't go to school and I kind of just built my career on my own, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an insight on kind of how I started and how I'm successful now. So if you are interested in that, then you can continue watching. I am back. Okay, so basically, long story short, acting is like my main thing. That's kind of like what I saw myself doing. That's what the dream was. And so being on set all the time and being in the makeup chair all the time, I just got very interested in kind of how it goes about and like what goes into it and kind of just everything makeup related. And I know through high school I would do people's makeup for homecoming or prom and they'd slip me like $20, and so that was kind of like my hustle. And I'll never forget, I was living in Washington, I was in high school of course, and Pimp My Ride, I don't know if you guys know that show, Pimp My Ride came out, and there was this woman and she was so broke and had the shittiest car, and she was saying that she was a makeup artist based in LA, and she said that unless you're Beyonce or J-Lo's makeup artist, you're not gonna make any money off of it. And I just remember watching that and being like, ah, career change.
Career change.
And so I went into acting, which is not better. It's actually less secure, and that's kind of like why I didn't pursue it from then on. So back to it. I moved to LA. I'm constantly in the makeup chair, modeling, acting, all that. And I would do my own makeup. And I kind of got to a point where I knew what I liked, I knew what I wanted, and so I was very particular with my makeup. So I would just show up to set already done. And of course I'd have them do my hair, because if you know me, you know I do not do my hair. But my makeup would always be beat. And so I would always get compliments, whatever, and that's kind of how I learned tips and tricks and how to keep hygiene proper and kind of like what goes into a kit. 'Cause I always just had my eyes open to that when I would be on set. And I asked a lot of questions too, like a lot of questions. And so I remember I was on set for a Chris Brown music video, and I was the talent, and I came with my makeup already done, and the makeup artist really liked the way that I did my makeup. So he asked me if I could help do the other girl's makeup. And I was like, opportunity. And of course I took it. And then I was like, you know, do you ever have opportunities where you need an assistant? Because I would like to. And he said yes. Very first ever makeup artist job was on set for DJ Afrojack. He was doing a commercial for some kind of like dressing. And so I manscaped. Just remember loving it. Like loving it. I showed up to set in sweatpants with no makeup, and I had comfortable shoes on and a sweatshirt, and like didn't have to be in high heels and a dress, and didn't have to be the center of attention, which I was so used to being on the talent side. And I just remember being like, oh my God, I am obsessed. Like I love doing this. That's kind of when I knew. So I definitely like kept good contact with my makeup artist friend and booked jobs through there. Then it came to my kit. So I made the decision that I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be a makeup artist, right? And then I was like, do I need credentials? And so I had a friend who paid, I think like $3,500 or like $4,000 on classes. And I was like, no, girl, I have rent to pay. I can't afford that. So I was like, you take these classes and you give me tips. And so my training is YouTube. I mean, who needs college and who needs classes when you have YouTube? So that is how I learned how to do makeup. YouTube. That's how I learned whatever I needed to know. Folded lids, or like Asian ethnicity, or women with darker skin tones, like what kind of colors do I use, or how to contour and how to highlight and how to put lashes on somebody else, which I think is so much easier than putting them on myself. As you can see, I never wear lashes. But I learned everything off YouTube, and I would just lay in bed and watch YouTube videos for hours a night. I would practice on friends. I have a lot of model friends. So I would, of course, do their makeup, which is how I learned to do other people's makeup. It is a huge difference, like a huge difference. Just because you can beat your own face does not mean that you are good at doing other people's faces. I think that's one thing that is very misconstrued. I think a lot of people think because they can do makeup on themselves really well, they can do it on other people. Not true. Actually, almost booked a show, and I didn't end up doing it because I'm just not sure about the reality life, but they had to recast it because they casted a bunch of YouTubers, and it was a makeup artist show, and I think they realized that these beauty blogger YouTubers did not know how to do makeup on other people. So it became kind of an issue. And I don't think people really understand that being a makeup artist, it's more than just being a beauty blogger and knowing how to do makeup on yourself. Note. So practice on your friends, practice on your male friends, practice on your female friends, practice on your mom, whoever you can, because it's huge. That's like my number one advice. Number one, practice on other people. Number two, the kit. The kit is very important, and I will show you guys in a minute how I got my kit started. But I remember committing to being a makeup artist and then being like, well, what do I do? So I downloaded this app called Thumbtack, and it's kind of like Angie's List for like makeup, hair, and I'm sure you can do a bunch of other things like website designing, whatever. So it's kind of like Angie's List, but I found a bunch of my clients through there. Now, granted, you have to pay to contact people, which I kind of didn't like, but that's how I started building my clientele, and that's how I even got in the door. And then from there, I got hired over 30 times on the app. I became a top Thumbtack professional, which means I was in the top 3 out of every professional on the app. I got awards, I got great reviews. So that kind of boosted me to getting my experience and getting great reviews, which then I could put on my website. And I guess experience is all I could really say. Experience will get you there with anything, I think. So with that, I had a bunch of weddings in the family, friends' weddings that I would just pimp myself out a little bit. Do you have a makeup artist? Need a makeup artist? I can do it. I'm available. And a lot of them said yes. I bought the bag, and it's the brand On Digo, and it was like I think it came to like 180 something, but I have a discount, like a beauty discount, so it was like 150. So I bought the bag, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to like work my way to filling up my kit, so I wasn't so overwhelmed on how to fill up a kit. And I get home and I take all the makeup that I have. Like I have like storage bins of makeup just because I'm like a makeup hoarder. And I filled my kit The only thing that I had to go and like purchase were different color foundations. So I could have an entire range of foundations. But other than that, well, I had to go and get my sanitary things too, like Q-tips and spoolies and eyeliner things and stuff like that, and the case to put them in. But other than that, makeup-wise, I filled my entire kit. So that won't happen to everybody, but if you are a makeup hoarder and you want to become a makeup artist, you might find that you have enough makeup to go see clients. That being said, I'm going to kind of give you guys a little tour into my makeup bag, what I have, what I use most, sanitary products, etc. And then I'll get back to you. Okay, so first off, I have this bag. It doubles as a lunch pail, which I think is what it originally was, but I use it for my sanitary stuff. So I keep my sponges up here. I have my brush cleaner, which I absolutely love, and you can get this online. I have the thing that I clean the brushes in, which definitely needs cleaning itself. I keep solution, which is like a makeup remover. I have one of my primers, Dermalogica. I carry argan oil, just because I always like to have argan oil on. And I have hand sanitizer spray from the Honest Company. This is, I forget the brand because it's all taken off, but it's a mattifier for people that have kind of more oily skin. Then I keep my lotion in here. I don't want to make a mess, but I keep my face lotion in here. Then I have my Skindinavia, which is the setting spray. And then a coconut seawater hydrating mist. I like this just because it's like a NYX glowy primer, just in case they want extra glow. And then wipes. And then this guy. This is the Zuka. I absolutely love this bag. This is the Zuka. So originally, this is not my first bag that I paid $150 for. This bag actually runs from, I think, anywhere from $299 to $400, depending which bag you get. Now, yes, that is very expensive, and I actually waited for my first bag to shit out on me before I invested in this bag. So my first bag that was on D-Go, I'll put the link below. That one lasted me about a year, and then the handle fell off, and so I had to get a new one, and I figured now that I'm a super professional, I would invest in this guy. So the great thing about the Zuka, it doubles as a seat. So this is, it's actually very sturdy, and it's very lightweight, and you can sit on it. So it even says right here, it can hold up to, I think, like 300 pounds. So when I have clients that, I go to houses a lot and I don't have my high chair, I can sit on this so I don't kill my back, and it's like a game changer. A mirror on one side, and then on my other side, Goth from Kat Von D. This just has all the colors in case I have someone who needs colors. I don't have to have a huge palette. This can get the job done. I have Morphe, which is for brows. And this is kind of all I really use for brows. I have this Stardust by Too Faced, which I absolutely love. As you can tell, I have not really touched any of these guys, but these particular colors I have hit pan on. And then I have my Makeup Forever, which just has my singles. So I like to be pretty organized, and this just has all of my matte shadows. So just all my matte colors and my neutrals. This one has all of the different colors and basically all of the shimmery shadows. So So I know that if someone wants that, I can open this palette, but if not, I don't have to go through the trouble of even pulling this bad boy out. And here's the inside. I keep lip moisturizers, or lip masks, which I have yet to use, but I just keep them just for shits and gigs. Why not? In this, I have my, it says Cover FX, but it's just all of my pencils. It's basically an entire bag of eyeliners, lip liners, and any other pencil you could possibly think of. Now this guy, it's time to replace it, but this is when I clean my brushes, I just use this towel. It's always great to have a towel or a roll of paper towels. Something. Towel, paper towels. Now, it's easier for me to just carry the towel, so I shove the towel in there, I pull it out to clean all my brushes, and then I shove it back in. But I know some artists that carry paper towels with them. That, to me, just takes up more room. So I'm going to, it's kind of dirty now, so I'm going to switch it out for a fresh one. So now I keep my brushes in the top shelf. Now, brushes you will have to gain over time or collect or whatever. I just keep all my brushes in here, and it folds, and I can wear it as a belt if I want, or I can lay it out on a table flat, which I prefer to do. So I keep it organized to where it says lips, foundation, powder. This is my miscellaneous bag, and then lashes. So that way I can easily work out of my kit, which doesn't make a mess. And I also don't pull everything out when I'm at a client's house, because then I have to put everything back. So I kind of pull out as I need. It comes with these bags so you can see everything. So in my lash bag, I have individuals, I have lashes, I have a big thing of lash glue. I have these two container guys. This one is kind of just hygiene and has my, which I need to put them in here, has all my spoolies. They usually fit in there, but I put a brand new bag. So it's got spoolies, Q-tips, eyeliner brushes, and wipes, more little cotton pads. And it's very important to have all of these things. You can find them on Amazon. It's kind of pointless that I have this because it doesn't fit much, but I have just my scissors, my one of my lash glues, and tweezers. But I keep it in here just because it's sharp objects, so I guess it's safer. So there's concealers, there's primers, there's brow gel, there's liners, there's a contour stick, so this guy is my miscellaneous, and I know that anytime I need some crazy shadow or any of my concealers or my stick to do contouring, my other stick to do contouring, powder, not powder, well, loose pigment, glitter, which is why the bag is so glittery. But so this is my miscellaneous bag. Now on to powders. This bag has basically all the powders that I need. It has, both of these are Morphe. One is this palette, which I absolutely love. You can tell I've hit pan already on here. Then I have all of my blushes. Well, not all of them, but I have Glow Kit, Chanel blush, Airspun, which I think everybody should have. Airspun is amazing. Different highlighters, cream highlighters, liquid highlighters. I have my Ben Nye Banana. So this just has all of the powders. I have my MAC. So anytime I need highlighter, blush, bronzer, setting powder, any of the above, I just dip into my powder bag, foundation bag, and this is kind of what it looks like on the top. I'm also going to show you the top view just because there's so much in here. So I have the cream palette, I have some NARS, I have some Chanel, I have the line of Cover FX, which these are all at the bottom. I usually have this more organized, but I've just been so busy. I have Stila. I kind of just have a mixture of everything, but what I am going to say is the Maybelline Fit Me foundations, especially the dewy ones, are my absolute favorite. I also keep the HD stick, but these guys work on every client. So if you're rolling on a budget and you're just getting your kit started, then these are the way to go. I know they're like $9, $6, but if you go to Walmart, they have them for like $4.95 or $5. Little secret. So just stock yourself up on like every color of the spectrum. And then you can fill your foundation kit for like $100 if you can get literally every color in the dewy and every color in the matte, and you'll have everything you need. So this is my foundation. Lip kit, you could say. So I have everything, every color. This, I took all of my MAC lipsticks and put them into this guy. I have matte lipsticks and glosses. So kind of how I go through it, and I've been doing this for a while, so I know all of the glosses have the gold lid. So they're like I have Lorac, which is what I like to use. So the gold lid, I know they're very thick pigmented glosses. Also, I have these Morphe, which I definitely recommend. These are Morphe glosses, and they are very, very pigmented and very thick and very creamy. They kind of remind me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills glosses. So if you're looking for a nude or something, or a pinky, so I carry these for glosses. And then basically, these are all pretty much Morphe and NYX. So don't think that you have to have insanely high name brand stuff in your kit, because you don't. These are like $12, and luckily I've known Morphe since they first started, before they even opened up their very first store. So they send me goodies all the time, so I'm very grateful and lucky for that. But I swear by this brand regardless. And their liquid lipsticks are actually my top favorite out of all of the liquid lips I've tried. They're not drying, which is great. And then I have Anastasia. So many options for lips. Ooh. Ooh. All right, guys. So that concludes my makeup artist, how I got started, why I got started, and what I carry in my kit video. If you guys like it, give it a thumbs up. If not, just don't watch it. And I really hope this helped you guys. Do not get discouraged, because I know it was very hard for me to get started, and it is especially hard when you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to go about it. And it's so great that we have YouTube now to really help us out. And I'm kind of in that situation now when it comes to doing my videos. I'm just figuring it out. I'm figuring out the lighting. I'm figuring out how to edit on my own. So that's kind of just a life process. So if you want to be a makeup artist, if you love makeup, you have to have the passion. Go on Amazon, buy a bag, fill up your makeup bag, and promote yourself. And that's all I have for now. Let's move this up just a little. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, okay. What? What, babe? I'm filming! Oh my gosh. Come here, Theron. Come.
I told you not to buy anything.
I didn't buy anything. You said I could buy the mirror.
No, I did not. I said
Yes!
don't
Babe,
buy
you said
anything.
don't buy anything makeup, and I said okay, and I put the palette down. You said you could buy the mirror, and then I said okay. You said you could buy the mirror. Yes, you did because I put the mirror down, and then you were like you can buy the mirror. So then I picked it up, and then you were like don't buy anything. But I stuck with you can buy the mirror.
The last thing I said to you was don't buy yourself anything.
But you said I could buy the mirror.
And you.
It's an impressions vanity.
That means nothing to me.
Come, baby.
No.
Look at you. You're so handsome.
Monkey.
Wait, do the chicken where you hold her, and then only her head moves. And you gotta like move. You've done it where you move her and only. What? Oh, she's not doing it.
She punked you.
She punked me. Okay, back.
What? But, like, come on, man.
Babe, those mirrors, because they're really expensive.
Like, why would you do that?
Oh my gosh.
Why would you do that?
Okay, hold on. I was having a flow. And no, I don't know. So, anyways.